Guys, what happens when a jet has a baby with a Lamborghini? You get the Cirrus G2 Plus. This is a 2022 Cirrus G2 Plus. This is also the Arrivee package, which means it is the top trim that you can buy. Let me put that in perspective. If you go buy a brand new BMW and you get a BMW regular or you get a BMW with the M package, this is the M package of airplanes. Guys, this is fully decked out.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. Like, I know we're gonna look at the inside a little bit, but it really does look like a Lamborghini on the inside.
Dude, this thing is insane looking. I once drove a McLaren 570S, and this is honestly like what, I got the same feeling being around this airplane. Guys, this is full carbon fiber. Obviously it's a jet, so it has de-icing. There's a ton of cool tech features that come with this plane that we'll explain to you, but we'll start over there with the engine. So this is obviously the one motor on the back of the plane. I think it kind of looks like, you ever seen when those moms have like their baby strapped to their back? I feel like that's kind of what it looks like strapped to the back of this plane, but it looks awesome. So this jet has a range of 1,275 nautical miles. So that means that you could literally fly from where we're at in Westchester, Pennsylvania at Brandywine International Airport. Is it international?
Brandywine. At Brandywine Airport.
So you could literally fly from where we're at in Westchester, Pennsylvania to the tip of Florida, and that's basically your range. So I think that it's got killer range for what it is, basically your personal jet. Also want to note, this plane flies at 350 miles an hour. So it's got some serious get up when you want to get somewhere quick.
Yeah, especially for something so small. Like, we did a citation a couple weeks ago. That thing cruised at what, 405 knots, which is, I mean, that's pretty good for that, but this...
It was like triple the size.
Yeah, it was way bigger. The fuel burn on this is a lot less too, because what was the fuel burn on the other one? 180 gallons an hour?
Yeah, it was like $1,500 an hour to fly.
This is 50 gallons an hour.
So I think with everything, you're gonna look at like, what, $600 to $800 to fly this thing an hour?
Yeah, including, so something cool with this is they have something called Jetstream, which is like the maintenance plan you basically have on these motors.
Oh, that's right.
Or on these jets. And so like, it's pretty sick. It basically comes out to like $340 every time you turn it on per hour. And that covers the whole entire maintenance of that jet.
So when you turn this airplane on, it's gonna log with Williams, the company that you are now flying the plane, and every hour you're gonna get billed $340, but that covers the entire plane. You turn it off and you walk away, you don't have to fix anything.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like,
it's awesome.
I mean, dude, at the end of the day, you're kind of just, everything's maintenanced into a plan. And even with that Jetstream, if you get the premium option, includes like satellite radio, Wi-Fi, all sorts of stuff.
You can add it all. Cool. Obviously, it's like white glove service.
You want to go check out the inside?
Let's go check out the inside of the plane.
Cool. Oh, yo, hold up. First off,
no!
Check out the rims, dude.
Dude, look at these. Those are literally like car rims on the bottom. That's wild. Most airplane rims are probably the ugliest rims I've ever seen. Those things are sick. I got them blacked out 20 centimeters.
yeah,
20. You got them blacked out 20 centimeter rims.
It is super cool though. Like, you can tell with the Arrivee, however you say it, package, it is cool. Like, I mean,
awesome.
It's a lot of money, but dude, that color combo, like the awesome rims, just, I mean, I know the interior is where you'll see the big upgrades.
I mean, if you're already spending that much on the plane, why not get the upgraded package, right?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, cool. Let's go check out the inside.
Guys, if you watch this far, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever we tour awesome planes like this. Guys, so when you're coming into this plane, it obviously looks just like the inside of a luxury car. I mean, this is probably the most people-friendly inside I've ever seen in a jet. I mean, this looks like a center console you'd find in a Lamborghini, for crying out loud. I mean, look,
it looks like a Urus, dude.
It does look like a Urus.
Like the seats, the back seats, it looks like a Lamborghini Urus.
It does look like a Urus. I mean, this thing is absolutely insane, guys. I mean, the leather, the stitching, it's beautiful.
Notch.
It is absolutely beautiful. So some awesome things to note inside of here. I love this like micro suede headliner.
Yeah, so with that package is the Alcantara headliner.
This is literally what you find in like that high-end Rolls Royces and McLarens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is an amazing headliner. I think it really helps with sound.
Look at this. So this is all the carbon fiber accents again you get with that Arrivee package. And dude, it's just these little touches that make it look so sick.
I mean, the carpet, I mean, everything is just like very well done. The the Arrivee and then the Vision Jet logo, like literally in the like the stoop as you come in. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is this red button here. So this is probably one of the coolest features I've ever seen in an airplane. This is the safe to return auto land like emergency button. You hit this button and the plane will automatically find the nearest airport, communicate with that airport, and land your airplane. And it pulls in all of this data, like how much fuel you have, like
wind patterns, weather, and when it calls in the airport, it actually does the emergency frequency. So when you land, there's like fire trucks and ambulances and everything waiting for you.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
It's super cool.
And if that's not safe enough for you guys, obviously the Cirrus G2 Plus is like one of the safest jets out there. And what makes it super safe is the fact that it's got a literal parachute that can come out of the top of the airplane and land all of the people safely on the ground. I mean, this thing is literally, this thing is safer than like driving your car. I mean, this thing is
for real, though,
ridiculously safe.
Yeah. So obviously up here, you got your massive Garmin touchscreens and everything. You got your controls over here. You got your throttle, all that kind of stuff. But I know we were just talking about the auto land feature. Something that's super cool is when you click that auto land feature, these screens all go to an emergency screen setting. So basically what happens is now the passengers, they're seeing flight data that makes sense to the passengers and not just if you're a pilot. So you're seeing how much longer you have until you land, you're seeing weather patterns, you're seeing all sorts of stuff is on these screens, and it just kind of gives them that peace of mind that like, hey, everything's okay, everything's handled on these massive screens. Obviously you have your heating and air conditioning right here, just classic stuff that's going to be in your high level Cirrus. And then also going along with that auto landing, you have this automatic adjustable throttle. So again, the plane is doing everything for you, from adjusting flaps to adjusting the throttle, everything, adjusting the brakes. Like it comes in for a smooth landing, hits the brakes, gets you to a complete stop, and you get off the plane unharmed at all. So it's just something really cool that these Cirruses have.
So there's a couple cool things I want to show you as well. Obviously, this is a pressurized cabin, but obviously there's oxygen masks. Why are those the coolest looking oxygen masks I've ever seen?
It's like they went to Top Gun and were like, whatever you guys have, we want the exact same thing.
I know, it looks like Bane from Batman.
True.
So this right here is one of the coolest things.
Dude.
So if your kids are complaining about not being able to watch their movies while they're flying to the Colorado Rockies, you can literally watch what it's like cinematic mode.
Dude, honestly, and it's massive for how small this like plane is. I think they said it's a 22-inch screen. Like, dude, and it really does feel like you're sitting in a sports car or some high-end, like a Range Rover or something. I mean, you have all your temperature controls back here, all that kind of stuff. And like, honestly, the back seat, it's 3 seats. But I mean, dude, you could fit an adult and 2 kids next to them or something like that. But again, you have the center console here. It's just a really cool jet.
I think you said it perfectly. I honestly think it looks like a little Lamborghini Urus in here. When I step in here, I'd be like, this looks like a Urus.
Yeah, and again, you got all that awesome carbon fiber. It is sick, super sick.
I'm trying to take it all in.
I know, dude, honestly. And dude, the seats are comfortable. I mean, I've flown in a Citation 2, and like I have way more room, I feel like, in here than I did in that Citation. Like definitely width-wise, I feel like I got a lot of arm room. I mean, how tall are you, Caleb?
I'm 6'5".
Yeah, and like if you kind of lean back a little bit, your head's
I have plenty of leg room too. And this is pulled back, but I have
that is pulled all the way back.
I have plenty of leg room.
Yeah.
Cup holders right here. I feel like these are little creature comforts that like people don't really think about too often, but like it just feels natural. Like it feels like you could have a cup of coffee in here, be on your laptop, and you don't feel like you've been in small planes where you're like cramped in and you're like, okay, we're definitely flying. This feels like you're like, oh shoot, we were in the air. Like you could almost zone out of that and be like, I completely forgot we were flying at this point. Because I just feel like I'm in my car, doing my thing, getting driven or something like that. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And yes, you do have a driver. If you can afford a $3.5 million jet, you probably have a driver. So I'm just throwing that out there. That's not crazy.
But honestly, yeah, it is really cool that, I mean, you have all this space and stuff like that. It's comfortable in here. Dude, I personally don't like sitting backwards in a plane. Like I get a little sick.
Yeah.
Whereas this is all the seats are facing forward, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Like just something small. that is definitely a nice little feature in a plane this small.
It's weird for you to see the trees going the other way.
Yeah, makes me sick.
All the other planes going the other way. So one downside to a smaller jet like this is that it does have a pretty low payload. It only has a 1,400 pound payload. So unlike another jet like that Citation 2 that we were in, you almost don't even worry about it in something like this, but in this type of plane, you will hit that limit pretty quick.
Yeah, because that includes obviously fuel and people on board.
Yes. All right, guys, so that is the Cirrus G2 Plus. If you got $3.5 million just burning a hole in your pocket and you really want to buy a plane, you might as well just go buy the Lamborghini of planes. And one last note I want to show. Warning, this aircraft is equipped with a rocket-deployed emergency parachute system. So for my wife who's scared that I might die in one of these, don't worry, we'll make it down.